Hey guys, how we doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. So this is our daily gold and silver miners update, and look at gold and silver, also the underlying commodity, and also some of the ETFs. So over to the chart. So yeah, you can see on gold, we had our sell off the 4 hour at 9. We spoke about this yesterday, great trade. And then also we were talking about this 9 that was coming up in yesterday's video, but it hadn't printed yet, so we couldn't draw the trade on. But the trade would have been obviously above the top of that 9, break above, and then it's a buy, and that clearly was a nice move up from what was around 1704 to to obviously up there. We subsequently retraced. But again, what I wanted to show you guys is what we spoke about in yesterday's video. Was this is the 10-year, 10-year government bond. We'll just have a look at it on a daily rather than a 4 hour. So you can see again it's moving upwards. We did have a, I think we had a 4 hour 9 on this. Yep, we did actually trade below. Played around on that level, and then obviously subsequently quite strongly broke back above it. So this is again putting downward pressure on gold. As you can see, that's what's caused this move down to here. But gold is, although nonetheless, holding up quite well, to say, because that is a pretty hefty move in the 10-year. So overall, I would say that is still quite bullish that gold has managed to stay so high. So yeah, I mean it is holding up very well. So what I would say is if we do break below this level, because gold is still in a precarious position, which is why I wasn't so immediate to jump on the back of this trade yesterday. So if we do break below this 9 again, I would expect further downside. But yeah, I mean, as it stands, that hasn't happened, even in the face of the massive 10-year rally. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I mean, obviously gold is overall in a bull trend, in a macro bull trend, larger time frame. So it's always going to have a certain amount of strength. But these are critical zones here. With the 10-year doing what it's doing, it's going to be difficult, I think, for gold to make new highs, especially in the face of the fact the dollar index, the dollar has been weakening quite considerably, and that isn't giving. That usually is good for gold as well. But yeah, so we've got that bull factor for gold that isn't really driving it up. So if we get a scenario where basically the 10-year stays where it is or goes even higher, as in the yield on it stays where it is or goes higher, then what we can expect is, then also if the dollar starts to strengthen as well, then we will get a big move down in gold. So that is something we've got to be cognizant of. Remember, not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Silver again. Here's silver. At the moment on the 4 hour, it's hugging the 50. 21 starting to curl down though, so this could be setting ourselves up for more downside. Let's see what we've got on the daily. We did have a nice 4 hour 9 print. Nothing on the daily. I don't think there was anything on the 12 hour. Other than that 12 hour 9, which was a great sell. Did that coincide with the 4 hour trade? Yes, it did as well. So this was a great, pretty obvious sell based on TD. A nice risk reward. I mean, your risk is obviously the top of the candle. But yeah, so we do have a potential buy setup. So we'll draw this in. So a potential buy setup, breaking and holding a candle above here. Depending how you want to do it, obviously you know there's different ways you can do it. You can set your orders just to buy it out the line, obviously the aggressive way, or you can just wait for it to close the candle above it and then buy. Obviously each to their own. What I do suggest though is if you buy it at the break, is that you have at least some sort of partial take profits to quickly scalp at least something off the position, and then try and quickly move your trade to break even, because you can always re-enter again if we come back below and then go back. If you're trading in the break of the line, there's no obviously no reason you can't keep entering the trade, re-entering the trade. So yeah, that's how I would look at that. And then yeah, so if we do get a move, I mean obviously the high, that would be our target, and then I mean we could clearly put another 9 across, basically another line across where the other 9 was, which is obviously why I drew the arrow to where I did, because that would potentially be resistance. But if we break through that as well, then onwards and upwards. So that's what we're looking at in silver. So gold silver ratio still looking weak. Is it? No, we are knocking on the door on the top of here. This is the sort of thing that you kind of maybe would expect if we're going to have a retracing gold, because you got to think of like silver is gold sort of altcoin. It's got a higher beta, so usually if silver goes up, usually if gold goes up, silver will go up more. If gold goes down, silver will go down more. Obviously that hasn't been the case with gold going up, but that doesn't mean it can't all of a sudden start being the case with gold going down. Silver can still keep going down more, in which case this ratio will go back up. But yeah, we are at that line we were looking at for a potential move up. So this is another sort of like another tell, I feel, in the market that we are potentially going to have a sell-off in these precious metals. Just that if we do start to rally up in here, I think that will probably coincide with a sell-off in the actual dollar value of them, not just the ratio between them. So anyway, let's have a look at the GDX. So obviously we had our move up and then our move down, so obviously getting a bit more volatile around here. Pretty much a gap down, so it would have been hard to sell, but you can sell now. We're below that level for a move back to the 200 period. But again, this is all a case of what gold is going to do, really. So it's a bit difficult to trade. It's probably best to just keep an eye basically on what gold's doing. We sort of had this we're on the trend line we drew yesterday. So for the GDXJ, this was pretty much where we drew it. We're still on it. We're still hugging it. I mean, it's bullish if we hold here. Clearly bullish if we hold here, and then if we break through here, I expect some good upside. Just move that along a bit. I'd expect some good upside. So and then especially, I mean, we'll do another line here. Especially if you break through here, also even more upside. So yeah, potential trade opportunity there in the GDXJ also. So yeah, the spot gold miners, the larger gold miners, I mean, again, that's a buy above that 9. We had the nice sell below it. I mean, this is obviously looking weak. We've clearly lost all this level of support here. We've clearly lost the level of this 9 also. So this is potentially looking like a move down to the 200. I don't normally just draw lines on, but that's where I expect this is going. We'll see. Obviously, it's going to change if gold changes. Yeah, I mean, we may even extend this down to the 200 on the daily. Nothing sequential wise here. Anything sequential on the day, nothing. I don't particularly look at 8 hour. I mean, I have to limit how many I look at on the 4 hour. No, nothing really going on there. The juniors, I'm guessing these are still looking stronger, like obviously the GDXJ was. And yeah, it is looking stronger still. So again, the trade is on, breaking above there. Yeah, it's clearly hugging. We've clearly got the same trend line in here. I'll draw it on just because it just seems rude not to, with it being so perfect. Yeah, we'll draw that on. So obviously a loss of that trend line will be will definitely put some downward pressure on price. And with that, we're at it now anyway, guys. And this is drawing it how I've done it. I mean, you could. There's no real reason to not draw it like more like this, in which case we are underneath it. But just giving it the benefit of the doubt, we'll sort of draw it like this for the time being. And we'll see how that plays out. Go AU. Just this is our zone where if we drop below, I would say it's gonna be well, we're gonna come down to the 21, I'd say. So we will draw the line, and it sort of connects with this line here. We're close to it. This is obviously daily. Lots of things to me are looking like we're going to get a correction in gold here. That's all I will say. Obviously not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. And the correction in gold is by no means a bad thing. I mean, these are raging buys, in my opinion, in my non-financial advice opinion. All this sector, everything, all of it. Gold, silver, not the 10-year. The GDX, the ETFs, obviously certain mines that aren't just run by idiots that just waste money. But yeah, these are raging buys. So if we get a pullback, it's just it will be a great buying opportunity, I think. So I wouldn't be worried about us getting a pullback. I'll just look at that as potential opportunity. Right, silver ETF. Right, we're below the line here now. So what you'd kind of expect is that we maybe back test it as resistance. but quite possibly make a move down now. Now we've made our way lower. I mean, again, this is yet another indication that we're potentially seeing going to see lower prices. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking at in there. This one's delayed. No, sorry, this is Spot Inc. This is yeah, these are the guys that run the UTS. But yeah, we've got a weekly 9 here. So I mean, there's very we've got a very clear horizontal here. So we will draw this on. Have I drawn that straight? Yeah, we will. Yep. This is what we'll do. Wow, why is it? What are you doing? I think I've clicked on the wrong thing. I think I've clicked on the. Yeah, trend line that I'll do. This. No. What is it doing? Is that literally just like in? One more go, and if I can't get the arrow on, we basically won't have the arrow. I tried running it the other way. This is not what I want, guys. Right, don't ask me why I can't draw this. Has this gone on forever as well, or hasn't it? Has it not? Just apologies, guys. Apologies. I'm obviously going to get used to doing these. It's like because it's basically a ray, isn't it? It's rather than a trend line. It's a ray. So have I clicked on something down here? Yes, I clicked on that, didn't I? So there we go. So now we've sorted it. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Thanks for bearing with me. Apologies. There's the line. Come on. There's the line. And here is the sell down to around where about roughly where the 200 may be. Obviously we're not there yet, so I can't draw it. And that's what I'll be looking at in that. Wheat and precious metals. So we have, this is clearly a daily, not a weekly. We have broke below. Okay. So was this a 4 hour? I can't see this being a 4 hour, but potentially, oh, it's because we've got multiple, we're looking at multiple things here. So yeah, we're broken below basically what we're looking at, this line, this here, this support zone, broken below. So that would activate a sell down to potentially down to the 200. So yeah, again, more signs. I do want to find where this came from. Yeah, again, more signs of a potential sell-off in the precious metals. Why did that line go like that? Anyway, so right, let's have a look at Sandstorm Gold. Sandstorm Gold staying with its channel, looking a bit stronger than the others, so that's good. Sandstorm Gold being one of the better run, smaller royalty and streaming companies. It's always got that risk that it's gonna, not that it's a risk, but always got the risk that it's going to be bought, like an upside risk that it's going to basically be bought out. So that's just something to be aware of. But yeah, so you can see, yeah, and obviously, there's a different one. There's another one as well. Yeah, Cisco as well. Cisco is another good one that I could potentially see getting bought by the Franco Nevadas of the world. But yeah, so yeah, you can see we're below this line. I mean, yeah, below the 200. I mean, it's gonna be weakness. But I don't like to say what my fundamental views. But obviously, I'm fundamentally bullish, so I would be reluctant to think that this could manage to break below. But obviously, anything can happen in markets. We could get an uncontrolled sell-off in the bond market and get the yield spike massively, and you can bet that is going to absolutely hammer gold prices. So yeah, just bear that in mind. But anyway, so yeah, that's what we've got going on there. So we'll have a look at here we go, First Majestic. So we got a 4 hour 9 sell here, and we basically came straight down. So, but we've got a nice a really nice trend line going on. I mean, again, I can't not draw on such a perfect trend line, can I? Let's get that there, and let's get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, so we've obviously faked out below once and pretty strongly got rejected from that. So we're gonna get. Well, if we get a fake out below now, a rejection of that fake out and a blast through here, I mean, the sky's the limit. Sky's the limit for that one, guys. Silvercrest Metals, still playing within its in its channel that we drew for it. Just move that down a bit. Yeah, still playing within its channel. I mean, yeah, potential trend line support here, 21 period on the 4 hour support. daily just looking similar. Obviously, if we lose this trend line, this channel, we could expect a decent move down to the 200. that is a big move, that is. We'll put it on just for the sake. I tell you what though, guys, in trading, right, you'll often think that's a ridiculous move, projected move from the formation, but they often play out, and you're just like, wow, I never saw that coming, but you clearly did from the pattern formation because it told you it was happening. But right, so last one, Fortuna Silver, we are basically we're basically dropping out of the support zone. So again, a sell. I mean, I was reluctant to say we'll get past this 21 on the daily because we're strong, but if we do, we'll just target the 200. That kind of makes sense. So yeah, lots to consider with these silver miners. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, but yeah, maybe some risk needs to be taken off the table around these levels. We've obviously had a great move. Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to see what happens there. So anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Remember, not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I'll speak to you guys soon.